Hi everyone, this is Carbon Controller, and in today's video we're actually going to do something different than just random hooligan shenanigans. You see, I actually visited a place called the Javits Center. Now, you might be familiar with the Javits Center in New York City, however, I did something a bit special there today. Now, if you ever visited the good old website googlemaps.com, if you search for something, you get a basic general image of a map. So if you type in the Javits Center in New York City, this is what you're going to get in a picture. Now, it doesn't really seem any different. It looks like a normal building with gray boxes, and it tells you what it is and where it's located, which is nice, but we're going to do something a bit different. You see, if you click on satellite image, it's going to give you a very realistic picture of what it looks like top down, as if you're from outer space, which is pretty cool. So let's do that now. Okay, so looking at this now with the satellite view, what changes? As you can see here, the Javits Center from space looks much different than in the generic Google Maps you saw. Why is that? Let's take a closer look and let's zoom in. When we zoom in, there's actually a lot of green patches there. So instead of normal buildings with just a boring gray roof, this rooftop is very different. And we would like to call this rooftop a green roof. The Javits Center holds the second largest green roof in the entire United States of America. In this video, we're going to look at what this green roof has, and I'd like to show you my experiences with it. Oh, but before I show you that, I must also say getting to the roof was quite ridiculous. You see, from the Javits Center, we had to go up 4 flights of stairs, go across a gigantic room. And like when I say gigantic, I mean you have to really be there to see how big this room is. Like, it was huge. Like, walking across took like 12 minutes. Anyway, so we go out down this crazy hallway. It's really super dark, and there's all these different storage items. There's like thousands of folding chairs and hundreds of boxes. Just it's so much. Anyway, so we go to the top, and then boom, there it is in full glory. We have the green roof. So there you have it. Those are the pictures I've taken. That's the video I have. So I was very impressed at the green roof. Let me first explain to you the importance and significance a green roof has to a community. So as you can see, it's very green. Well, what happens? Well, think about this. Imagine having a gigantic garden on top of a roof. Think about what that can actually serve. First of all, the first thing that comes to my mind is photosynthesis, where gases such as carbon dioxide is being sucked in by the plant, and through photosynthesis is producing its own food as glucose, and it's also releasing oxygen into the environment. Oxygen is super important because without it, we're unable to survive. So that's only one aspect of it. There is so much more. Additionally, this is helping combat pollution. Why? Because like I said, carbon dioxide is being absorbed by plants, and carbon dioxide is a fossil fuel that is emitted by pollution. So this green roof is actually preventing pollution. Another thing is that this is used to actually reduce the heat capacity of the building, because the green roof actually has capabilities to actually cool down a building. So if it's releasing a lot of energy, this is used to actually cool it down. And when I say cool it down, I physically mean that the environment around this building will actually be slightly cooler because of this property. Another interesting thing is that the fact that this green roof is actually creating a very nice little ecosystem for animals. Why is that? Well, for example, I don't have any pictures of it unfortunately, but the Javits Center is actually keeping a lot of bees. And all of these bees are actually going to pollinate flowers. So this is going to help flowers grow. This is going to help organisms survive and reproduce and create a nice little biodiversity of an ecosystem here. And another thing is that birds are gonna nest here. There's actually a lot of bird nests here, and in fact, when we were walking, I didn't take any pictures of this because it was gross, but I saw tons and tons of, let's just say they were eagle droppings all over the sidewalks we were walking on. Okay, so I mean, there's a big sign that says don't walk on the grass. Obviously, I mean, just look at this place, it's beautiful, I would never want to mess with it. But yeah, a lot of seagulls are here, and you can obviously tell it's here. There was a moment where I was actually walking along the sidewalk and I saw these two massive bones of small mammals. I just thought that was pretty interesting. But yeah, we have lots of organisms that live here. There's even a lot of experiments taking place with the Drexel University. And it's very interesting because they're actually recording audio waves of bats. And that's interesting because they're basically able to record and acquire data of how many bats are in this location. So, I mean, look at what we're doing with this green roof. We are reducing energy, we're making things cooler, we're helping the environment, we're lowering pollution rates, we're helping bees pollinate flowers, giving homes to birds. It's truly remarkable. It's just this beautiful, amazing thing that's happening in New York City, and I don't think people really know about this. Honestly, I've asked a lot of my friends, hey, did you know that the Javits Center had the second largest green roof in the country? They were like, no, they had absolutely no clue. So I'm hoping this video shows that, and I'm hoping that you walk away from this video realizing, wow, this Javits Center is doing a lot to actually preserve nature and researching green roofs. And it's great because I would love to see more green roofs in other locations. You know, green roofs, they take a lot of work, but you get so much out of it. And it's really important that we just keep on improving these green roofs. That's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time.